A warm welcome to all my dear students again to the Samveda e-learning class for 10th standard English medium students. And today I think we will be taking up the third part of the lesson arithmetic progression, right. We have already completed 2 sessions or 2 parts. Now we are into the third part of the lesson arithmetic progression. Okay. Just to recall, always recall is very important. Well, my dear children, first term is denoted by the symbol A, right? Okay, it is a real number. Common difference, hopefully it is. Yes, it is denoted by the symbol D. It is also a real number. And then what else? Probably the number of terms. Yes, number of terms is denoted by the symbol N. It is also a real number, right? Natural number is a real number. Okay. And number of terms has to be a positive integer. Therefore, it is a natural number. Excellent. And again the same thing being repeated there, and a n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Removing the bracket, you also write it as d n plus a minus d. Why have we brought it again? That d tells you the common difference. That d tells you the common difference. Suppose I say a n is equal to 5 n plus 3. 5 is in place of d. Yes, sir. That a p will have a common difference 5. Correct? Okay. I think we are working some more problems now. There is an AP given, 13 and 33 are marked red. Maybe they are giving importance to that. Let us see. Yes. 4th term is 13, 9th term is 33. There is an AP. See, in the examination, how will they give you the problem? In an AP, 4th term is 13, 9th term is 33. They won't give you the whole AP. Correct? In between, 4th term is 13 and the 9th term is 33. Okay? They will give you only 2 terms. Problem. Determine the AP whose 4th term is 13 and the 9th term is 33. As I told you, 2 terms are given. Not the first, second. You are not given 2 consecutive terms at random. 4th is given, 9th is given. You will have to find out the AP. 4th term is 13, A4 is 13. Okay. What is A4? A plus 3D. A plus 3D is equal to 13. Call it as equation number 1. What else is given? A9. The 9th term is 33. Am I right? That's good. That's wonderful. A9 is 33. Call this as equation 2. What has happened? You have got a pair of linear equations now. A plus 3D is equal to 13 is one equation. A plus AD is equal to 33 is another equation. You have got 2 linear equations, pair of linear equations, correct? And you have learnt in your previous classes in the lesson pair of linear equations how to solve. Shall we use the process of elimination? It's so simple. Who do we eliminate? We eliminate A because they have the same coefficient. 1A, 1A, easy to go. Let them go. Right? Okay. Now, while subtracting, you have to change the signs of the lower terms. Plus A becomes minus A, plus 3D becomes minus 3, plus 13 becomes minus 13. Am I right? Okay. What else? A and minus A gets cancelled. Now, 8D minus 3D. 8D minus 3D. What is 8D minus 3D? It is 5D. What is 33 minus 13? 20. 5D is equal to 20. What is D? Sir, 20 by 5, sir. Yes, sir. 20 by 5. What is it, sir? D is equal to 4. Yes. Common difference is 4. Remember, they gave you the 4th term and the 9th term. So, you cannot make out what is the common difference, because they are not the 2 consecutive terms, right? Though they gave you 2 different terms, 4th and the 9th, framing linear equations, pair of linear equations and solving them, you are able to get the value of D as 4. That is the beauty of it. Now, I need to find out A. How will I find? Take any one of the equation. No, I take A plus 8D is equal to 33. What is D? It is already solved. What is D? D is 4. Please go and substitute it there, right? So, you are going to substitute in place of A exactly, see in place of D, A plus 8 into, in place of D you have substituted 4, A plus 8 4s are 32, right. A plus 32 is equal to 3 and A is equal to 33 minus 32, A is equal to 1. So, the first term of the required AP is 1. Common difference is 4. You know the first term, you know the common. You must know these two. You must know the first term, you must know the common difference. Only then will you be able to write down the AP. Now, anybody can write the AP. 1 is the first term. Okay, they write the general form A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on. Okay. Now, they are going to substitute. A is 1, very good. A is 1, D is 4, 1 plus 4 is 5. A is 1, 2D, D is 4, 2 4s are 8, 1 plus 8 is 9 and you get the required AP 159 etc. Okay. One more problem, let us see what is it. They have already given you an AP. In the given AP, the fourth term is 13, A4 is equal to 13 and the eighth term is 25, eighth term is 25. Let us see what is the condition they are going to impose. Okay. So, and the seventh term is 22. Please look at the numbers. Fourth term is 13, seventh term is 22, 12th term is 37. Okay. Now, by taking the actual AP, they are constructing the problem and they will ask us to solve the problem. Please observe. Sum of the fourth and the eighth terms of an AP is 38. Check for yourself. Fourth and the eighth is 38. Fourth is 13. Eighth is 25. 25 plus 13 is 38. Beautiful. Sum of the fourth and the eighth terms is 38. What else? And the sum of the seventh and the 12th is 15. Check what is the seventh term? 22. What is the 12th term? 37. What is the sum of the 7th and the 12th? 37 plus 22, 59. Wonderful. Correct. What is that you have to find out? You have to find out the 41st term. My dear children, that means A41. That is the beauty. You have to find A41. Who is going to help you? An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D is going to help you. Take the help of it. To take the help of it, you should know A, you should know N, you should know D. Correct? You should know A, N and D. Okay, let us proceed. Have they given you the sum of the fourth and the eighth is 38? Okay. Fourth term plus the eighth term, A4 plus A8 is 38. Any doubt in it? Absolutely clear. How will you write A4? Good, good. A plus 3D. Correct. How will you write A8? A plus 7D is equal to 38. A plus A becomes 2A. 3D plus 7D becomes 10D. 2A plus 10D is equal to 38. What did you get? One linear equation in two variable. 2A plus 10D is equal to 38. Respect it and give him number 1. Okay. First linear equation is born. Now we have to see the birth of the second equation using the second part of the problem. Shall we see, my dear children? What is it? The sum of the 7th and the 12th is 59. The sum of the 7th and the 12th is 59. A7 plus A12 is 59, right? A7 is, will you write A plus 7D? An is A plus n minus 1 into D. So, A7 is A plus 7 minus 1 into D, A plus 6D. That is what you all have to write. And A12 is A plus 11D. Same procedure, man. A plus A is 2A. 6D plus 11D is 17D. 2A plus 17D is equal to 59. Okay. Second equation is born. Call it as equation number 2. You have got two beautiful linear equations. 2A plus 10D is equal to 38. 2A plus 17D is equal to 59. Catch hold of these two linear equations. Solve them. You will get D, either D or A. You can eliminate anything. We shall see which one is to be eliminated and which is more convenient. First, let us write both the equation. One equation is 2A plus 17D is equal to 59. Second equation is 2A plus 10D is equal to 38. See the beauty. Who is going to be eliminated? I will not eliminate D because it is 17D, it is 10D. They do not have the same coefficient. Whereas 2A and 2A, coefficient is 2, coefficient is same. It is easy to eliminate. How will I eliminate? They have the same sign. No, I change the signs of the lower terms. Please watch. Plus 2a becomes minus 2a, plus 10d becomes minus 10d, plus 38 becomes minus 10. Now plus 2a minus 2a gets cancelled. Go, you say. And 17d minus 10d is 7d, 70, 59 minus 38 is equal to 21, 7d is equal to 21, d is equal to 21, divided by 7, because it is 7 into d, right. So, 21 by 7 is equal to 3, d is equal to 3, therefore, the common difference is 3. Super, super, correct, common. What else you have to find out? You have to find out the value of a, correct, na? Remember. Okay. What will you do? Take any one of the equation. 2a plus 70d is equal to 59. D you know, no. What will you do? You will put it in your pocket? No, you will put it in place of d. So 2a plus 17 into, in place of d you are going to substitute 3. 2a plus 17 into 3 is equal to 59. 2a plus 17 3s are 51 is equal to 59. 2a 59 minus 51, 2a is equal to 8. A is equal to 8 divided by 2, that is a is equal to 4. 8 divided by 2, okay, a is equal to 4. You got the first term, you got the common difference. What are they asking? I think they are asking you the 41st term, give them, okay. What is the 41st term? I will start with the general formula. What is the general formula? A n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. A is 4, you calculated it. D is 3, you found out. A 41, you want to find out. Everything is ready. Use the formula a n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, correct. A 41. Why did I put 41? I want the 41st term. So, I will put 41 in place of n. Place of n, what are you supposed to put? 41. 41 minus 1 is 40. So, a plus 40d, right. A is 4, you have calculated. D is 3, just substitute. 40 into 3 is 120, 120 plus 4 is 124, a 41 is 124. Therefore, the 41st term is 124. Remember, they gave you sum of this and this is something, sum of this and this is something. Find the 41st term. You framed pair of linear equations, solved them, you got the value of d, substituted in one of the equation, you got the value of e. Using a and d, you were able to write down the AP. Wonderful, wonderful, right? Or the 41st term you wrote. If they wanted you to write the AP, you can write AP. But they wanted the 41st term, I wrote the 41st term, I said hats off. Super. What is in store for us next? Oh, there is one more problem. 2, 5, 8 are the 3 consecutive terms of an AP. And their sum, if you observe, it is 15. And if you observe, the product of those 3 consecutive terms is 80. 2, 5, 8 are the 3 consecutive terms, add, it is 15. So, sum is 15. Find the product, it is 80. Therefore, the product is 80. Now, what I do is, I will construct a problem from that knowledge. The sum and product of 3 consecutive numbers in AP is 15. You remember 2, 5, 8, add 15. And product is 80. 2 into 5 into 8 is 80. Find the numbers. What happened? I gave you the numbers 2, 5, 8. But on the day of the examination, this is the problem they gave you. So, let the 3 consecutive terms of the AP be a minus d, a plus d. Normally, you will be tempted to take a plus d, a plus 2d, right? But I have taken a minus d, a plus d. When 3 terms are in AP, this is the best way. You will see the advantage. What have they given you? They have given you that the sum of the 3 terms is 15, correct? So, a minus d is the first term, plus a is the second term, plus a plus d is the third term. Sum of the 3 terms is 15. What happens? Minus d and plus d gets cancelled. 3a is equal to 15 and a is equal to 15 divided by 3, a is equal to 5. Understood? That's good. Lovely. Now, having got a, I should find out the value of d. How will I get it? They have given you that the product of the 3 terms is 80. A is 5. Okay, keep it aside. Which are the 3 terms? The first term is a minus d, the second term is a, and the third term is a plus d. The product, first a minus d into a plus d is 80, correct? And here if you observe, I retain a as it is, a minus t into a plus d is a square minus d square. So it is a into a square minus d square is equal to 80, right? And my dear children, you know the value of a is 5, you have already found out. So in place of a substitute 5, that is 25 minus d square is equal to 5, 16s are 80, correct? And what happens next? 25, I will bring 16 to the left hand side, 25 minus 16, and I will take minus d square to the right hand side plus d square. 25 minus 16 is equal to d square, and therefore 9 is equal to d square, or d square is equal to 9, and therefore d is equal to square root of 9, which is plus or minus 3. Therefore, the value of d is plus or minus 3, and you have already found out a. Just now you found out d. Using a and d, you can write down the 3 consecutive terms. No, which are the 3 consecutive terms? The first term is a minus d, second term is a, third term is a plus d. Now substitute the values. A is 5, d is 3. 2 is the first term, 5 is the second term, 5 plus 3, 8. Therefore, we were able to find out the 3 consecutive terms which are in AP. They are 2, 5, 8 and 15. Multiply 80. Understood? That is the beauty of this problem, my dear children. Great. Well, my dear children, we will consider one more problem. The angles of a triangle are in AP. If the least angle is 20 degrees, find the other angles. Agreed? We will take the 3 angles as a plus d, a plus 2d. I hope you understood why I have taken. They are in AP. Let them be the 3 angles. You know the sum of the 3 angles is 180. Therefore, a plus a plus d plus a plus 2d is equal to 180. Sum of the 3 angles is 180. A plus a is 3a, d plus 2d is 3d. So, 3a plus 3d is equal to 180. Agreed, my dear children? And 3 1s are 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 60s are 180, right? I am dividing all of them by 3. 3 1s are 3 1s are 3 60s are. So, it is a plus d is equal to 60. Okay. Now you know they have given you in the problem the smallest angle or the least angle is 20. Which are the 3 angles you have taken? A plus d, a plus 2d. Which is the smallest angle? A has to be the smallest angle. So therefore the least angle A is equal to 20. Correct? Now substitute in the previous equation. In place of A put 20. 20 plus d is equal to 60. Therefore, d is equal to 60 minus 20, d is equal to 40 degrees. So, this is the common difference between the any 2 consecutive angles. Therefore, the 3 angles are 20 degrees, 60 degrees and 100 degrees. You can check for yourself, they are in AP. 60 minus 20 is 40, 100 minus 60 is 40. They are in AP. Therefore, the 3 required angles are 20 degrees, 60 degrees and 100 degrees. Now, please observe. Same problem, just observe. The angles of a triangle are in AP. The least angle is 20 degree. Find the other angle. Same problem, please note. Okay? Okay. Let the 3 angles be A minus D, A plus D. Now, I am taking it this way. Correct? Okay. Let us see what happens, whether we get the same solution. Okay, sum of 3 angles is given to be 180. Everybody knows. So, A minus D is the first angle, plus A is the second angle, A plus D is the third angle, A minus D plus A plus D is equal to 180. Who is getting cancelled? Minus D and plus D is getting cancelled. Let them get cancelled. The A plus A is 3A. 3A is equal to 180. Correct? Minus D plus D gets cancelled. 3A is equal to 180. A is equal to 180 divided by 3, A is equal to 60. That's good. So, you got that angle A 60. Now, which are the 2 angles required? A plus D, A minus D. How will you find out? You should know the value of D. Correct? Now, the least angle is A minus D. Smallest is A minus D. Next angle is A. Next angle is A plus D. Okay. The least angle is A minus D. They have given you the least angle as 20. 20 is equal to, in place of A substitute 60, 60 minus D, correct. minus d is brought to the left hand side, becomes plus d, 20 is taken to the right hand side, 60 minus 20, d is equal to 40. So, a is equal to 60, d is equal to 40. In a hurry, what will children do? 60, 60 plus 40, 100, 100 plus 40, 140. Sum of three angles is more than 180, is not a solution. Remember, the three angles are a minus d, a plus d. Please use that now. Okay. So, the three angles are a minus d, a plus d. What is a? 60. What is d? 40. A minus d means 60 minus 40, 20. What is the second angle? A? A is how much? 60. What is the third angle? A plus d. What is a? 60. D is 40. 60 plus 40 is 100. Therefore, the three angles are 20, 60, 40. So, you could use a plus d, a plus 2d, or you can also use a minus d, a plus d. But in the previous problem, using a minus d, a plus d was beneficial because d would get cancelled and I would get the value of a. So, depending on the problem, you will have to take the three consecutive terms. That is wonderful. There is another problem, 2, 5, 8, 11, 14 are the 5 consecutive terms of the AP. They are the 5 consecutive terms, correct, and sum of them is 40, and they have given you something else. Construction of the problem we will see. We will take the construction. Please read. Okay, now I will go slow. 5 terms are in AP, wonderful. Sum of 5 consecutive terms is 40, correct. 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11 plus 14 is 40, excellent. The product of the second and the fourth exceeds the product of the first and the last. You need to be very careful with such statement problems, such word problems, correct. You have to be extremely careful. The product of the second and the fourth, no, we will verify here. Second and the fourth, second is 5, fourth is 11, 5 11s are 55. So, the product of the second and the fourth is 55, keep it aside. The product of the second and the fourth exceeds the product of the first and the last. First is 2, last is 14, 2 into 14 is 28, correct. So, the product of the first and the last is 28, the product of the second and the fourth, where is the second and the fourth? 5 and 11, 55. What is the difference between 55 and 28? 27. The difference is 27. Find the numbers. Here they gave you the numbers. In the problem they will not give you the numbers, they will only give you this word problem, right. Okay. We will start with the problem now. What have they given? Sum of all the 5 terms is 40, a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus a4 plus a5 is 40, wonderful. There are 5 terms in AP, correct. One of the problem we did earlier was 3 terms in AP. How did we take? A plus d, a minus d. Now I am having 5 terms. It will be convenient to take like this. Take a plus d, a plus 2d, a minus d, a minus 2d. Are you seeing the advantage? There are 5 terms. Let this term be a. Next term a plus d. Next term a plus 2d. Previous term a minus d. Another previous term is a minus 2d. So, you take the terms as a plus d, a plus 2d, and you take the terms as a minus d, a minus 2d. This will be helpful because you will realize the advantage of it. Minus 2d plus 2d gets cancelled. Minus d plus d gets cancelled. You are only left with a. How many a's? You check and you add, it is 5a. 5a is equal to 40. A is equal to 40 divided by 5. A is equal to 8. You have got a as 8. Please check what have they given. The product of the second and the fourth is equal to product of the first and the fifth plus 27. Okay, the mere substitution. What was the second term? You need to know that a, correct, a plus d, a plus 2d, a minus d, a minus 2d. So, what was the second? A minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 2d. What was the second term? A minus d. What was the fourth term? A plus d. A minus d into a plus d is equal to, first term was a minus 2d, last term was a plus 2d. So, a minus 2d into a plus d plus 27. The product of the second and the fourth, correct, is equal to product of the first and the fifth plus 27. Absolutely clear. What is a minus d into a plus? Identity. A plus d into a minus d is a square minus d square. Okay. Similarly, my dear children, an identity is observed there. A plus 2d into a minus d is a square minus 2d square. Correct. It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. A plus 2d into a minus 2d is a square minus 2d square plus 27. Simplification. But you know already a is 8. You have already found out. Substitute 8 square minus d square is equal to 8 square minus 4d square plus 27. Where did I get that 4d square? 2d whole square becomes 4d square. Okay, plus 27. Now, 8 square on the left hand side, 8 square on the right hand side gets cancelled. Bring 4d square minus 4d square to the left hand side becomes plus 4d square. Minus d square is already there on the left hand side. So, 4d square minus d square is equal to 27, correct? That is good. And it is 3d square is equal to 27, and it is d square is equal to 27 divided by 3. 3 9s are 27, d square is 9, correct? So, d is square root of 9, which is plus or minus 3. So, you have been able to find out the value of a and also the value of d. Now, what are you supposed to find out? You are supposed to find out the 5 consecutive terms, correct? When you go back and substitute in a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 2d, you will get 2, 5, 8, 11 and 14. Thus, these are the 5 required terms of the AP. This is just a small table just to help you out. Please observe. Especially when you are solving the problem, the sum of 3 terms is so much and product of 3 consecutive terms is so much, or the sum of 5 terms, sum of product of 5 terms. You know, when they give you problems like that, please observe. Number of terms is odd and the number of terms is even. If there are 3 terms, consecutive terms, how will I take? A minus d, a plus d, a plus d, a minus d. If there are 5 terms, a plus d, a plus 2d, a minus d, a minus 2d. Similarly, the 7th term you can find out, you can write down a plus d, a plus 2d, 3d, and backwards a minus d, a minus 2d, a minus 3d. Okay, this is just to give you an idea. So, if you have odd number of terms, the common difference is d, correct? Now, if you come to 2 terms are in AP, a minus d, a plus d, a minus d, a plus d. 4 terms are in AP. This is the way you have to write, and see the difference. The difference is 2d, correct? The difference is 2d. The difference between the second and the first is 2d. The third and the second is 2d. The fourth and the third is 2d. This is just to facilitate you. Similarly, if there are 6 terms, the difference is 2d. You can check, you can verify, okay? So, if you have odd number of terms, difference is bound to be d. If you have even number of terms, difference is bound to be 2d. So, this is the way. Usually, you will not have 5 terms, 6 terms, 7 terms, do not worry. At the most 3 terms. So, a minus d, a plus d, that should suffice. That should be good enough. Thereby, we come to the end of the third part of the lesson, arithmetic progression, right? So, by the time we come back again for the next 2 parts, I wish you are very much thorough with this arithmetic progression. Please work every problem in your textbook and also from the old question papers. That is going to help you wonderfully. Thank you. All the best.